What's good, people? It's Joshua from Joshua Chubb Photography, back again with another video. And today I'm going to be telling you guys about my first experience shooting film. So I have been using the Ilford Sprite 2. Yep, Ilford Sprite 2 35mm film point and shoot camera. It's my first time shooting film. Like, since I've been a photographer, I think that probably everybody once in their life has shot a instant point and shoot throwaway camera. But this is my first time since being a photographer that I have tried to jump into film. And so this isn't exactly going to be a review on this little camera. It's more so just going to be kind of my thoughts on shooting film. So yeah, let's get right into it. So first off, this camera has been pretty, I guess, solid. It has a shutter speed of 1/120. The lens is a 31mm and the aperture is at f9. And so I kind of forgot the specs when I was actually shooting this. So there were a few situations where I shot this indoors and I did not use the flash, so my photos were completely underexposed. So I'll throw some of those up. But I mean, camera's super lightweight, little wrist strap. The only thing I will say, and I didn't know this because obviously I said this is my first time kind of shooting film, I was using Kodak Gold 200, kind of I guess a standard film. I got it looking at a video from Valandis where he was saying that that was a pretty good film stock, and he was traveling somewhere. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to the DR, so I'm gonna get some Kodak Gold and just kind of see how it is. The one thing I didn't realize that there are usually, for 35mm film, you can get like 24 exposures or you can get 36 exposures. I got 36, so I bought like a 3-pack of 36 exposures. And let me tell you, for the first roll, I pretty much just kind of wanted to test it out. And I was going to, really just test it out like around the house, on walks in the neighborhood. And my plan was to get the film all shot, send it off to get processed, and then look at it before I went on my trip. That way I could see, kind of how I liked it, maybe if there's some things I might need to change or not. But the mistake that I made, I got the 36 exposures, and it took me forever to get rid of, to go through one roll of film. And so, of course, when you're shooting film, it slows you down. You can't just spray and pray. Every photo that you take, you kind of actually have to put a conscious decision or thought into the actual art of photography, if you will. And so I actually struggled to go through the first row before I left. So I ended up, not being able to send it off and get it developed. So I ended up, I think, finishing the first row in the DR, and then I went through the other 2 rows in the DR, which, I mean, if you're going on like vacation or something like that, I mean, it can kind of be easy to do. But I really just kind of found myself, just, getting ready and snapping, getting ready and snapping at various different things. So, I mean, the camera has been, I guess, as solid as a $40 camera can be. I kind of want to, maybe try to get a actual camera that I can get some controls over. Maybe like a Canon AE1 or something of that nature. But I think I'll probably get a few more rolls and run it through here before I kind of make up my mind. Shooting film is expensive. Not only do you have to buy the film, but you also you have to pay to get it developed or scanned, unless you know how to do that on your own. And then you don't get do-overs. So like I said, there were a few photos that I shot that were completely underexposed. There's no way, that I can get those photos back. So it's expensive for money, and of course, depending on what kind of film you actually buy, but also expensive to where maybe some of those moments that you're trying to capture, you might not be able to get back. So I did want to jump in and show you guys just some of the photos that I took while on my trip, just to see, what you guys might think. So let me know in the comments, maybe what your favorite photo is. Feel free to critique me if you're a film photographer. Say, again, this is just a point and shoot. So I try to do, everything that I know as a photographer to make sure that the pictures come out good. But yeah, we're just gonna get into it right now. So this first photo, these first couple photos are just us at our house, the Airbnb that we booked in Punta Cana. So we got front yard, backyard, back of the house. This was at the beach, and it was, of course, a couple boats, as you can see. This was the bachelor. Again, I was on a bachelor trip. So this is the lucky man who's getting married. And we went out on a boat, on a catamaran, and we went like snorkeling and stuff. And so these are just some photos on the water. That is the groom and the best man. Just the beach, palm trees, gentleman cutting up a coconut. I do not like coconut water, by the way. Wasn't my thing. This was at the airport once we landed, and you can see that one's, a little bit underexposed. These I tried to shoot in the airport, and you can see I did not use flash, so they are completely underexposed. At the time, I did forget what the settings of the camera were. So I forgot that it was f9. So, I definitely should have used the flash in those situations. So definitely helps to make sure you know your camera. This is some street photography now that we're about to see in Santo Domingo. So we actually flew into Santo Domingo, drove over to Punta Cana. So on the way back, we had to drive back to Santo Domingo, and I did some street photography here. So pretty cool, handy little camera, definitely lightweight. In the right situations, this camera is great. I definitely like the tonality. I just love the way that this Kodak Gold 200 came out. I'm not really the best street photographer, but I think I maybe did a good job. So I'm proud of the images. This one's a little bit blurry. Two guys on a motorcycle. Again, being that it's 1/120, it's going to get a couple blurry images when you're trying to get some fast moving subjects. And yeah, so those are all the photos that I shot. That last one was, I was actually in the car and I was shooting through the window. But yeah, so my first time shooting film. Let me know, you guys shoot film at all? If so, what camera do you use? What's your favorite film stock? What film stock should I try next? I don't really have any like big trips coming up, but what's some good maybe everyday film, or maybe some good film for portraiture, because I do want to maybe try to incorporate a couple of film shots into the photo shoots that I do, just to kind of see what I can get, and I think it'll be a unique little twist or whatever. So again, thank you guys so much for checking out the videos. Thank you for those who have subscribed, and yeah, I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.